Hello everybody, welcome back to episode 15 of our Hardcore Minecraft series. The sun is rising on almost day 4200. As you can see, we've done a lot in the background of the airport. Let's see how we got here. Hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse of this whole corner of the airport coming together. We have a really big space with a lot of potential coming through. We still have to finish everything on that side. We also need to terraform right around the fence right there and expand this side even farther down. I'm in our cheaty little free cam so you guys can see just how cool this hangar is. I love how this came out. It's just epic. So we have a little company here, maybe a mail company. I'm not sure what we're going to call it just yet, but it's going to get a name put on the hangar. I'm thinking like Tree Air, something with my name Little play on words. The inside is so detailed. It came out just the way I wanted it to look. I love it. If we fly up, we can take a look and really just see how big this is. Now, we have a huge project ahead of us. We need to, one, continue the leaves down the side right here, which is going to be a lot of work, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The major thing that we're going to have to do soon is terraforming. So let's turn off shaders and really take a look at this. We're going to need to terraform all the way from the netherrack, really, all the way down to this beach. And I've been looking at different terraforming ideas. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put moss as a base, cover it with sand, and then transition the sand out into the water. And we're probably going to have to shave down a lot of these hillsides to make it look like a normal transition. And probably we're going to get rid of this island completely. So that's a project for another day. I don't think we have time for that today. So we haven't talked about the T-hangers and what the intention is behind these. So when I used to stream a few years ago, I had the idea of doing like a VIP slash Hall of Fame, and that's where the T-hangers came from. It was the idea that someone could have an armor stand right here with item frames, and it would kind of reflect what they wanted to have it look like. Now the T-hangers are kind of just here in place in case I ever need it for that again. I don't foresee us ever getting back to that, so I would guess they're kind of just here as a placeholder to theme and fit for the airport. But if anyone can think of anything I should add to the T-hangers, I would appreciate it. I don't know what I could fit in here, obviously not an airplane, but it's the right scale for the airport, so I'm just not entirely sure. Also, our first Zoglin is right here from, I think, like the first 1,000 days I got this guy. I don't know. I worked on him before we started advancement hunting. Let's talk about the future of the airport. I'm not exactly sure what the next project entails, but I do know I'd like to tackle behind this hangar. And that's because it's a huge mess. And it's been like this since like day 1200 when I made the gold farm. So I think I want to tackle this, and initially I wanted to cover it with leaves and do kind of like what I'm doing between the runways back here. It's just way too many leaves and way too much work. So I think what I'm going to do is make it look similar to what we did over here in front of the hangar, which is just grass and moss and then grass on top of it to make it look full. But I think this side's going to be a little different. The other side's manicured in front. I think this side I want to do a little overgrowth. I also want to include some trees, so I don't know if I'm going to do just regular Minecraft trees or custom trees. I guess I'll decide on that when we get to it. But this is one of my next projects in probably the next episode I want to tackle. Something that you guys saw in one of the last episodes was the creaking farm. And I don't even think I can get in easily to this anymore because I don't really have an entrance. So we're just going to free cam our way in so you guys can see what I did here. Let's turn on gamma. You can see the farm. We have the fog effect and the walls. There's a creaking head, and I think that's a really cool effect. If I turn that off, you can see there's a little glow, and if I turn on shaders, it's a little bright in here, but it still looks cool. It's got the glow that I wanted. So if I go up, I surrounded it in frog lights, and that's how it got the glow effect, and I love it. The plan is to make a little cave entrance somewhere around right here into the wall that goes up into one of the hangars, and we're just going to have a little secret redstone door that goes down and leads us into our creaking farm. Well, everybody, that is all I have time for in this episode. I want to apologize for how long it's been since I last uploaded. Little life update is I got married just about 2 months ago, and we also moved. So life's been moving really quick. I've been working a lot, so I'm hoping we're starting to slow down. Life can get back to normal, and maybe I can get episode 16 to you in the near future. Hope you guys are doing great, and I'll see you in the next one.